Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Elden Ring invasions. Um, Here, I'm going to show off a couple losses, because no one's perfect, and these ones are just good examples of, like here I see a low health bar, and I get a little bit greedy. And unfortunately, for me, these two players know what they're doing in terms of keeping me on my toes and not giving me time to try and set up and swap and figure out the best way to deal with them, especially with this little part of terrain. And I rushed into an area of Stormvale that I'm not very familiar with, so I am pretty stuck, because usually I'm going from the other side. And they end up knocking me off, and GG to those guys. They did a really good job of defeating me. And now here is what I thought was a very clever idea that turned out to backfire horribly, of pulling the elevator down so that way the host can't try and run back to the graves to resummon phantoms, and I'm using the phantom finger to get up the elevator. However, I end up spawning in the middle of the courtyard when things are struggling to load and get slicered to death immediately by an overleveled phantom. How do I know that's overleveled? Is because that's the Carrion Regal Scepter, and that it requires 60 intelligence to use. Now, the point of this video, or at least for me, is one of the best strengths an invader can have is keeping a positive attitude. So even though, although they might not have been specifically those invasions or in that order, in this invasion session I had like 4 or 5 pretty tough losses in a row, where instead of getting down on myself, I was just like, alright, take a deep breath, get a drink of water, and try and keep going. And I ended up having a really good time invading afterwards. And the biggest thing with a positive attitude is that it keeps you seeing opportunities. And that guy landed a sick parry. Now, here, there is a host with a bow shooting at me, and 2 phantoms right on my tail the entire time. However, by staying calm, I remember my soft swap of Stormhawk Axe, calmly just go for the L2. Well, I wasn't calmly going through it, I was absolutely panicking at the moment, but the idea being is I remembered my setup, I trusted my soft swap, and I just went for it, and I trusted that the bow was not going to do enough damage in order to stop me. In here, although I'm kind of just walking into things a little bit, there is staying, keeping calm. I remember, since this person is pretty much naked, I can use knives to poise break them because they have no poise or hyper armor from no poise from having no armor, and they have no hyper armor because katanas don't give hyper armor even off the R2, and because they have no clothes, I'm able to poison them very easily and just keep going with the invasion. And here we go. I don't know if that would have roll caught or not, but the deadly poison took them out. So, and then the other thing about sometimes you get unlucky with a bad spawn, or even if it is your own fault with a finger shuffle, sometimes that luck comes back to you. So here I am in Stormvale, and I'm going up this ladder because the radar said, all indications on the radar said that the host and phantom are nearby. However, I know trying to fight there against at least 2 guys who can't hit each other is a very bad idea. So I come down the ladder, and I find another phantom. And this guy's got a colossal sword, and is about to start throwing giant fireballs at me. Now, watch the base of the ladder, as I say as the phantom already jumped down, and then there goes the host. So sometimes you just get delivered the same RNG of instant death that is given to you. So with those invasions and just like remembering your swaps, that's why I always say keeping a positive attitude. Well, maybe I haven't always said it, but keeping a positive attitude is incredibly important because it helps you focus, remember your setup, and make better decisions. Where if you get down on yourself, you're more likely to forget what your setup is and not look for those opportunities, like in the third invasion in this video, where one well-placed Stormhawk Axe, Ash of War really turned around the fight. Now, these guys are not super interested in saying hello, but there's a lot of... This invasion has a couple really sweet turn and burns. And though usually it's Flame Strike, this time it's Serpent Bone Blade Double Slash. Just look at that. And now, although the Phantom lives, they walk... I know that they're really aggressive, so I was able to get them with a Stormhawk Axe. And then again, my favorite, just go in for some two-handed R1s, and there we go. GG, guys. That one was really fun. And yeah, when you get some invasions like that, it feels good. Now, here in this one, fundamentals are incredibly important. There are lots of excellent PvP players that if we were in a duel, they would kick my butt because they have better fundamentals than me. However, one of my strengths from playing a bunch of random platformers and speedruns is I'm able to navigate the level, follow through the chaos, and chase this host down and completely ignore that they have a lot of help and that this could have been a very long invasion. So GG, guys, and everyone remember your own strengths, because everyone has different styles. And I can't say that I have awful fundamentals, but I know there are some people that I play with regularly that have outstanding fundamentals by comparison. So, like in this invasion, here I am relying a lot on awareness, good decisions, and setup. Now here I noticed that the Phantom had double Reduvia, so I am immediately swapping over to the +1 Robustness Talisman, and then my Physic, because it has the status heal and resistances boost, it pretty much resets, so I have a massive amount of bleed resistance. And here, because the host was throwing some glintstone pebbles, I am playing around the wall, so I only have to deal with one set of projectiles at a time. And I'm being very wary of the Phantom because since they have double Reduvia. And that spell, my wariness has paid off effectively, because I don't remember what it is and I don't know how to do it, but I have a pretty strong feeling that spell has some kind of crazy combo, and also it would probably hit super hard even if this Phantom didn't know the combo. But look at that Serpent Bone Blade Double Slash. This Serpent Bone Blade is like one of my favorite weapons to invade with at level 13. It's very honest in that poison is very easy to cure if you're ready for it, but it's also just so good. And now here's another invasion where awareness of where you are absolutely pays off, and also is staying calm. So I just noticed that was a golden vow, and I'm just like, nope, we're not. If someone can cast golden vow, that is higher level than I am expecting. And although I think that might just be an Uchi on the Phantom at this point, but we're going to start seeing some silliness. And there, although it was a small heal, stay near full. You keeping close. Elden Ring has lots of high damage and lots of high burst, so don't underestimate. And there I made the very good observation that the Rune Bear is still there, and that wave of gold is going to wake up the Rune Bear. Now, are Rune Bears very dangerous to invaders as well? Yes, because they can also hit me. However, when I'm dealing with an over-leveled Phantom with waves of gold, then I would rather have a Rune Bear than not have a Rune Bear. And then in the chaos, separating the two, and there I make the decision, just keep going with the Ash of War because they walked into the final hit of the first 3 combo, and now I have an opportunity to chase down the host that is by themselves, and the Rune Bear getting lost in the fort is not actually that much of a loss there. They were there primarily to help with the overleveled Phantom. And not getting down on yourself, like, for part of it, I, um, why I was thinking of making this compilation is I had swapped out the, torches for the Arumi just so I would, because I really like the Arumi, and it, it just, I just wanted to do a little bit of invading with a more normal setup. So after having like 5 losses after I swapped off of the Goofy set, I was just like, dang, am I just not playing well today? What's going on? And that's when I was just like, all right, time, GG host, way to stand and fight. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, and this is just a really fun. I love these two guys, even though the Phantom is higher level. You'll see why. But the idea is like I was just instead of being like, well, dang, I guess it's not my day. I just took a little break, got some water, and then I got all these invasions in the same session with all these good decisions and stuff. Because also I always appreciate it when like everyone understands a little bit that an ambush is we're here to fight. So if I'm taking an ambush opportunity, then no, it's not anything personal. And the host is able to get out of there. And why I like this Phantom is they're doing a full Haima Mage cosplay. They've got a stone club. I don't know if I think they're about to show the Ash of War on it, but they have a spinning weapon stone club, and they're pretty much exclusively using the Haima spells, like Cannon of Haima, Gavel of Haima. Like, that is way to go. Like, all of those are, like, it's good spells and good stuff. And I'm just like, yup, this person is here for a good time. And, yeah. And there I had to jump over because I wanted to make sure to not get caught because Shard Spiral hits multiple times. So I wanted to make sure that I have the opportunity to duck out of that. But yeah, so don't give up. Just keep a positive attitude, have fun, keep going, trust your setup, and remember the little things, your preparation and style, and know that you play differently than other people and that you're the best at being you. So yeah, so I hope you've all enjoyed the invasion so far and have enjoyed the boss fights, getting me all the stuff for these invasions. Have an awesome day, everyone, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya!